a little late night stream. I wanted to do some VR experiments. I'll leave this off. My eyes are hurting. I'm gonna do some VR experiments. I think. Um, had some thoughts on how to make some projects. So I'm gonna go back and change the thumbnails later. Oh, it's so nice. I need to set this to percent though. Nice. Boom. Fascinating. Okay, that looks really cool. I think making some. I've been thinking of making drawings this way. Like instead of a vector, more drawings. So I think this will be a fun experiment. Um, we'll do the VR chat worlds. RP projects? I think so. You know what? I probably should have opened up Creator Companion. Oh well. Hello everyone. Late night stream. We're just gonna do some drawing, chilling. Relaxing. This is the one I wanted to open. VRC Worlds. And just close this. All right. And that took a while. All right. I figure we make little VR comics this way. I should be able to link the base color. Okay, let's make a new shader. We'll call this flat color. And go to shading. I'm just going to use an RGB. Nothing else. It should be just a solid color. Excuse me. Got some really good ideas for making characters quickly. For now, like a little fireball or something. Um, What a bridge I've been drawing lately. Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually. So let's blocker. Really liked how this came out. So blocker. I don't want to look at it in VR. What does this look like? So let that boot up. Should be pretty quick. Hope everyone's having a good night so far. It's always nice to get a good review on a product I made. Satisfying. I gotta just have my glasses. There. Blended right in with the cables. Okay. Bin. I need to open Steam. This should work. Like virtual desktop now, right? I think so. Bada boom. Ooh. Yeah. Got it. Just connect already. Please. Okay. Now I'm in Steam VR and I can go to my desktop and I can close all this garbage. And like a bunch of ads getting shoved in your face. And our floor. I should see something. I have a camera. Let's turn this all back on, I guess. Salute. Let's restart that really quick. Goofy. Goofy. There. So far away. Oh, you know what? I don't think you all can see what I'm looking at. So I should be able to do this. No. Here. There we go. Late night insanity stream, basically. I just have the urge to do some more personal, I guess not personal, but some personal projects. I want to see what these line art things look like in VR. It's cool. But also, hello, welcome. Cool. The line art works really well. Wasn't sure how well the grease pencil line art would work in this, but it makes me want to make a whole scene. It's very satisfying, actually. The thickness of the lines is kind of goofy. That might need some work, but and in there, the ambient occlusion is good. All right. Well, thank you. Oh, eyeballs. Thank you, thank you. Excuse me. I wonder if I can do something similar to this. Goodness. Grease pencil. Blank. I want a modifier. I want a line art modifier on the quick shape selection. Black. Add a camera. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. What happens if I make it flat? It kind of has an offset. It's getting like pushed off the edges. Can I fix this gap? Does it matter from this perspective? Probably not, actually. That's probably what I'm seeing. So if I, why don't I just check? Let's see how this looks. You can make that offset closer for sure. I realize that the grease pencil is from your perspective, so should mirror as well. Oh. Steam Link. The Steam Link does not maintain connection. VR desktop, you could like just turn off and jump right back into it sometimes. So I should just change how this goes to sleep. Boom. Interesting. When I scale out, it gets really big. It matches my scale on some. But I can see over it. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Cool. Ah, all right. Make the offset closer for sure. In some cases, it can make a difference, but in this case, it probably doesn't make any visual difference. It's still stuck on my camera. Yeah, it has. You can see over it a little bit, but I think that's probably fine. There is the line art, and I think there's another one as well. Is there? Nah, it's fine. But that's pretty cool because then I can go back to my quick shape and I can actually just go in and make more objects. Satisfying. Bam. Okay. Fun. Uh, can I do the quad sword? Do I still have that? Let me get this app. Purchase again, just view content. Yes. My internet just died. Internet, come back to me. Seems fine. Just Gumroad, I guess. It's chugging a teeny bit. Still up for now, though, lol. And what are you doing? What are you up to this Friday? Oh, here we go. Download. Friday evening. That's late for you. Well, I guess not actually that late for you, but. Sword. No, this needs to go into resources. Add-ons. Set up some mods for Stardew Valley. Exciting. Okay, exit that. And then file. Preferences. Add-ons. Install. Install here. Quad swords. Install. And edit. Context menu. Right. Like. Whoa. Yeah, actually, that's exactly what I want. Do I hit enter or what happens now? Oh, there we go. Okay. Cool. Kind of weird that it distorts my view, but satisfying. I can make 3D shapes quite easily. Those look good. Cool. Yo. Got the whole whimsical medieval buildings and stuff going on. Okay, this is interesting, but not necessarily most of what I do. I'm gonna do a full copy and delete all this stuff. And then in this collection, now that I have, I have to be at the base layer. So for this one, this one I just triangulated here. And then this one I used a add-on called Quad Swords, which takes a um, which cuts things in a grid, and then that makes it a lot easier to bend and distort. Just do like something like this. But I've been thinking about how to do VR comics and what that would look like, and yeah, I'm really I've always been intrigued of like, you can make movies in VR. A lot of like VR content that people are making right now is not actually for VR. Like, what would a VR movie look like? But anyway, but I'm gonna start with a comic. I'm gonna start with a comic. Uh, keep things simple. um, I have some thoughts. Definitely have some thoughts on how I'm gonna put some of these things together. Now, I guess for some reason I actually cannot use quick shape in another scene. So maybe I just rename this 01 and then do this again. Good. Okay, makes a new one. So I can back things up. Perfect. Closest thing I've experienced to VR movies Back to the Future ride world someone made for VR chat. Recreated the whole ride from the Universal Park. I was just thinking how I was literally like what inspired me for this was the thought that roller coasters plus like a comic book or like if you took a comic book and made it like a VR or like a VR roller coaster experience in I don't know, like a motion comic, VR motion comic. If it felt like a roller coaster, that would be really cool. Um, I'll have to check out the VR movie because I don't think I've seen. There's been these really cool Quill animations. I think it's called Quill. Um, there's one guy I've been watching for a while. What's his name? Goro Fujita? Sure. Um, yeah, and his work is nuts. So he does these drawings in VR. He makes them in VR, and you can watch them in VR, and they look like this. Like, I think it's very appealing. It's a little very definitely stylized. He does them really quick, and they look good. Anyway, so it's kind of the stuff I'm thinking about. Totally check out that VR chat world in VR. I will. I will. Write that down. Maybe. Okay. Well, let me mess around a little bit more. Maybe I'll just go check it out. But yeah, Goro. Sorry, his name was Goro Fujita. VR. Pretty sure. But unfortunately I don't actually particularly care for working in VR at the moment, and I did not enjoy working with Quill. So I'm gonna try to see if I can do a Blender workflow. Um, anyway, I think looking forward to just seeing what is possible in VR. You make stuff in VR in Blender. Yeah, so they have I believe this is built in. If you go to the add-ons, you should have it. But they have a VR session viewer. And yeah, you can attach the camera to an object to move through the world. Pretty sure. And there is actually a VR branch of um of it. Bad. And if I hit it with quad swords again, quad swords, swords. Give me the swords. And it broke. Okay, I like that. Paragraph. All right. Hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. There to make stuff in VR. There's also Medium, which is interesting. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll hop in there really quick. It's definitely a lot more VR elements they could have brought into that Back to the Future world, but I think they're going for the nostalgia of being able to being on the ride first. I know that there's also been recreations of like rides that just haven't existed for like the last 60 years. There's like an underwater one, um, that someone recreated in VR, like before the Little Mermaid. It's 8,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Hmm. I need to brainstorm a little bit if I want to make like a comic sequence. Hmm. I don't know if it's actually on VR chat, but someone made a VR version of it. There's definitely a lot more VR elements. Anyway, it's cool. But I want to see what we can do more with comics. Okay, so I think my goal is to create just like a really simple set of images, see how I can toggle them in order to create a comic. If I wanted to make a VR viewer, well, even if I don't make it in Blender, I want to be able to view the whole experience in Blender so I know how it works in VR chat. Um, so I think I can animate my camera. How do I do that? Let me just double check. Absolute or positional? Allow VR headsets to affect the location of your virtual space in addition to the rotation. Hmm. Landmark, scene camera. We'll figure that out. Should be possible. Um, yeah, I think if I moved the camera, it would move the VR position as well. I mean, interrupt your brainstorming. The stream is a little delayed. No worries. No worries at all. I wonder if I could do, like, if I wanted to make a cool looking feather, I could make a drawing. This. Interesting. Well, then this new object, if I add a solidify and a subdivision, then I can actually get some width thickness. And then I believe I can hit M in order to create more, or to merge it directly to these pieces. The subdivision's too high. So turn it down. There. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just move the camera. Alright. 0. Oh, where'd my fucking line art go? Alright. I guess I don't have it. Right. It's on the wrong collection. I have to put it on this one. Looks fucked up. Too close. Yes. Interesting. Grease pencil. Ah, there we go. Looks nice. Go in here. How real time I could make something like that. A little wing. It's gonna be a lot though. Where's my schedule? Now, for a grease pencil object, how much faster do they render? There was a really cool drawing I saw recently as well. I wonder if I'm saved recently. Saved it. I gotta. All right, come on. Where was it? Did I really not save it? That's a bummer. Damn, doesn't look like it. Okay. Yeah, I don't see it. Damn. Okay. Um. All right. Poop. Now, one advantage I found recently is that I can space things evenly and relax them. That doesn't seem to still looks pretty jagged. Really excited to see what we come up with for the comic idea. Well, thank you. That looks cleaner. Let's get rid of the subdivision. You want to say hi, Lux? You want to say hi? Oh, oh, it smells so good. What are you doing? No, no. Uh-uh. A baby. She's kind of chilling. A sleepy baby. She does. All right. What is what if I just take a little lump? A little lumpy. A cube. And I sculpt it. What does this look like? Oh, funny. Okay. Wonder how. You gonna have fun sculptures and stuff in your VR chat world? I think so. I'd like to make it feel pretty playful in a way. Oh, cool. It updates when I. Oh. Good. Ah, that's fun. Hmm. What's this look like? What does this look like? Good questions. I like giving myself good questions. I do have a little museum world. If you search Sam Better, there are a few public worlds that I do have. I just haven't touched them in a long time. Actually, are they public? I think they're public. They have changed. Man, I should just try working in fucking VR. Session mismatch. Fuck you. Just connect. There we go. All right. So, yeah. controller. Oh, interesting. The other one was. Oh, I guess it wasn't updating. Okay. Funny. All right. There we go. That feels better. Funny. It does look cool though. If I could get the real-time outline, that would be pretty satisfying. Um, Oh, my eyeballs. Oh, look right now. Wow. I do have a. Does your VR camera not work as a scene camera? You know, I thought it would, but it did not. I was hoping it'd update. Potentially, there's some way to do it, but I don't quite know. Don't quite know. Hmm. Anyway. Then I can also do harsher shaders. Bam. And let me turn off the grease pencil. And instead, maybe we'll use a solidify. Oh wow, did you make all these worlds? There's like 5? I think that sounds about right. Been a while since I made one. They're pretty easy to do though. They're simpler than avatars in some ways. That's such a generalization. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some ice. I'm back. All right. Annoying. Copy to selected, please. There we go. All right. Ooh, interesting. Didn't expect that. Hmm. That looks interesting. That feels very alien. Huh, cool. Um, and then we're gonna add a modifier, solidify. We want the normals to flip and offset the material to black. See, what's nice about this is I've tried to do this in the past, but the problem was like it's really hard getting everything into Unity. But now I feel like I could make some scripts and do it quite easily. Cool. That's cool. And Poyomi should have a shader like this. But now I want to go in VR. Now I want to go in. Mama. Mama. Oh, to reconnect every time. It's got to be a faster way for this. I should just manually connect it, I think. When I'm just sitting here. Just sitting here. Hello, Valley. Do you have a Twitch account? I do. It's the same name. Hello, Goo. You're streaming so late today. Hope you're having a good one, Sam. I am Goo. I hope you're having a great one as well. Just chilling. Wanted to work on some personal projects. Let's see if I can get this to work. Where's my... Oh. I didn't have access to my desktops. What the fuck? What the fuck? I got... I just deleted Virtual Desktop because it was kind of lagging, and I regret it now. I regret it now. Come on. Connect already. Holy shit. Oh, come on. Where's my desktop? Okay. Maybe I just go ahead and click it. Though I don't see it yet. Look at that. Now you don't have a choice. Okay, perfect. There we go. Now I can see. Ooh, interesting. This feels cool. Feels much more like a drawing. Interesting. Huh. Cool. That took so long to test. That is just actually the rough part about working in virtual reality right now. It's like the in and out of testing is just too long. Always excited to see you working on personal projects. Thank you, Goo. I appreciate that. Oh wow, it's laggy. Let me just have to stop. We're good to go. Just saw your Vampire World. Oh, good. Did you like it? I that's like kind of been my main inspiration for kind of what I'm doing right now. I want to make more little comic worlds because they're fun. It was amazing. Thank you, thank you. I'm so happy. Oh, that makes me very pleased because yeah, I like it felt really good to make, and I want to do a lot more of exactly that. Ooh, and I can do really saturated colors. That's interesting. Oh, weird. Very funny how he floats away at the end, Mo. Oh, you saw it too good. Nice. Oh, man. Oh man, that feels like a lifetime ago. Like a cat picked up by the scruff of his coat and carried away. I'm so happy. Cool. That makes me want to do a lot more of these then. All right, we'll do something like that. Interesting. That looks weird. Not sure how to if I like that or not, but it is cool to see the kind of what would be the word? Interesting. If I could do this and then another one here, and this one could be a little bit darker. Ooh, oh, I like that. Definitely want to see more. Okay, good. Well, that's exactly the kind of stuff I want to make. Um, Goofy shit. A little bit darker and a little bit bluer. That seems like too much color-wise. Yeah, let's just more cell shading. I could hear you reading the words in my head, lol. Awesome. All right, I want to look at this VR. We're going. So I've been looking into Resonate, and it seems like a good platform for oh, that's cool. Okay, interesting. Nice. Hmm. Sorry, I'm kind of getting distracted, but I like this. That looks good. Um, oh, I hate putting on my old glasses. Just can't see shit. All right. What was I saying? I can't remember. Ignore me. All right. I want to delete that. I want to add actually a sun this time and set it to 2. Interesting. Shadows. It's not very accurate. Oh, I can do things like I can make a curve give it a GeoNode. The GeoNode is going to subdivide mesh. Right, it's a subdivision surface here. Okay, perfect. And then we want to move it, transform, or translate. Transform geometry by random value. We're looking at your museum now. Ah, it's so funny because I tried to do those things so long ago, but I'm excited to kind of explore them again because I feel like I was a little bit ahead of myself making those things. But we're gonna do more. That's the plan. Mm. I don't think all the avatars are accessible. Um, do that 3 times. Love your squash little cat king or whatever he is. Is that the one with the little tongue? Oh wow. It's funny because I ended up drawing him like multiple times. And he's in one of the sketchbook pages too. If you look at one of my sketchbook pages there, he's he's on one of them. I drew him before I sculpted him. Or, my God, just fucking click. Thank you. There we go. Bam. He's your Waldo. Why is that not? Oh, I have to multiply it by position. Hmm. Chunky raccoon, so cute. Cute. Thank you. Oh. I also made I uploaded something from Sketchfab into a world for one. I was thinking of doing like VR filming at that time. So that's a lot of work. VR, I think eventually I could work into doing VR filming things or motion capture sessions. Okay, this is taking too long. Let's go back. Shrink it way down. Ah. Okay, get rid of the geometry nodes. Oh my God, struggling. I'm struggling right now. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now I can remesh, and I can also say shade smooth, sculpt mode. And what if I move this into? Oh right, it's a modifier. but I can make a new material. Boom. And we'll make this one kind of like a blue stone, desaturated stone. Dark value. Oh my god, get out of here. Too many button clicks. Free me. Free me. Something like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm goofing around. And this be kind of like a stone material. That looks good. I like that. Oh, so satisfying. All right. Ooh, let's add ambient occlusion. Did you guys make it up into the structure up top, the little spiral? I had I had my mom try to do that. I was showing my family some of the stuff I was putting together, and I had my mom try that. I think she got a little nauseous. uh, it looks cool. I like that. I like how these colors come together. It's interesting. Not yet. We're very close. We're more. We're looking very close for more Cat King. Gotcha. I think he's just in one drawing. Just in one drawing. Um, but he is. He is should be there. I'm pretty sure I uploaded him. But who knows? I've got so many journals I could upload. I can make the scale smaller, and it gives me sharper lines, which is kind of nice, actually. It's pretty satisfying, actually. So if I cool. Huh. That feels really satisfying. I already said that, but whatever. Um, hmm. Oh. Hmm. That's cool. I like that a lot. Huh. Then we get some decals to project. That'd be really good. I'm liking the look of this. There's a it's funny because like a lot of the work I've been doing I've been trying to like just continually get more detailed. But I think at this point actually trying to work a little bit the other way just so I can work a little bit faster. It's like if I could just um I don't know. Sometimes I make it a little too complicated. And I don't need to. If I can find simpler ways to work, I would rather do that at this point. It's like this makes more sense. Looks cool. Sometimes less is more, and you deserve more free time to work on projects you want to make. Thank you. I'm excited too. Um, a lot more to come. I don't think I like the 3 colors. I'd rather have it be just a 2-tone like this, because then I can more easily understand what's going on. If I mask this, let's say mask. Go to this mode. Yeah. So let's say something like this. Mask extract. There, yes. Geometry. Okay. Can't really see it though. Still need to copy over this and copy over this. But we'll make a new material. Bam. Which will be nice green. Yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah. Nice. Okay. In fact, I can actually also make this color. Sam working hard. I approve. Hello, Sky. Welcome. Happy Friday. Yeah, we're kind of goofing around with some other stuff here. But we're having fun. I'm looking forward to doing some experimentations with creating some VR environments. Oh. Why is it exploding? Explode. Why is that? We have a geometry nodes on it. Get that out of here. We also have a solidify on it already. The outline. Should be fine. It explodes. I'm about to end my work sesh. Nice. Why is that not working? Balls! Okay. But we can also duplicate it, which is fun. That should work. Why isn't that not working? Oh, I see. Okay. I have to apply it and then try it. Gotcha. Ah, of course. Come on, just get the fucking solidify on there. This one to this one. Get selected. Okay, so this one just needs a normal solidify. And then apply that. And remesh. Then take the modifier. Okay, there we go. Got some odd ways to think about things. Working an artistic job can be hard to balance between getting the work out and staying creative. I can see so much creativity in your sketches. Thank you. You deserve to keep up with that and get a chance to explore and goof around and have fun. It's easy to get burnt out not being able to just create whatever. Hope you're having a good day, Sky. Yeah, enjoy your day, Sky. You better be. Thank you, Goo. Uh, I am excited to explore a lot of things I haven't been able to in the past. But I do think that a lot of that comes down to kind of the good and it's a very supportive environment right now. So I think that helps a lot. Have I found quad remesher useful? Yes, I definitely have. When I was working on the Minotaur character, uh, Eben, he's not here. Anyway, you may have seen. I'm pretty sure you saw me making him Sky. Um, but the fur that I had made for the character, and I turned into like a big sculpture, and it would just been like a nightmare to do by hand. So yeah, I did just use I bought the quad remesher add-on. Can't remember the exact name, um, but it was great. It saved me so much time. Now it's really lagging. Why? Not that dense. Oh no, this is very dense right here. Got your feeling supported. You deserve it. Thank you. Thank you. I guess it wasn't there when you used it. Um. Oh no, I was just saying if you had seen Eben. Um. But um. I'm very tempted to go back through all of my live recordings and then categorize them into a playlist. It would be a little difficult to do at this point. It's definitely an investment, but there is a lot I could go back to because I wish I could just say like, "Oh, if you wanted to see it, go to this video," because I know that it's there in my recordings. um, it would be very useful to be able to share. That's all I'm saying. Hmm. I was thinking of doing is use the AI, image to 3D, then quad remesh those objects to have a base or something. I've done a little bit of some of the characters I've been selling on Gumroad. I have used AI to make. Um, I guess I missed that small part of workflow. No, I mean, no, certainly no worries at all. If you'd like me to help you find that I'd be happy to, but certainly don't want you to feel left out. um, but AI is I've been thinking so much about it in the last few days, and I've already ranted a bunch on stream, but suffice to say, it is interesting to see what workflows are possible these days. No, smooth corrective here. Why is it still so jagged? Oh, it's gotcha. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Okay, nice. Okay. Turn off that wireframe now. Boom. Ooh, that looks like vegetation. I like that. I remember using it on Ebonhorn's Lake Flat. Exactly. Found that real useful. Good. I was trying Leonardo AI for creating normal maps and other maps for some 3D objects. Has the option, but I didn't figure it out yet. Well, definitely if you find something that works for you, I'd be interested in knowing what did work because those workflows are kind of developing super quickly. um, it's going to be an interesting time dealing with those. Uh, let's hide that one. Let's make one more grease pencil object. Shift A. We're going to make a blank draw on the surface. 0. I'll let you know if I find something interesting. That's good. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, that's very satisfying. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's cool, though. Like little edges and stuff that. Hmm, that's cool. I guess I could just. Oh, man, that's dope. Okay. I love that. All right, I have to go to the restroom. I'll be back in just one moment. BRB. I'm back. I'm back. You gotta be here somewhere. What is this you using? Grease pencil. I'm blind. Playing with Cable Raider right now is nice. Kaiomri um was using that for adding some detail to their mech, which is pretty cool. Um they have like a mech centaur quadruped. Anyway, but it does look pretty good. But I am using two things here. So, Sky, you're asking about the lines. So I am drawing with grease pencil, but I do have a solidify modifier on the mesh that I'm sculpting. So, like, you'll notice that this line right here is real time. So it's not like on, it's like the silhouette a little bit. Anyway, but yes, I am also using grease pencil as well. 2D animation with this feature seems quite good. As I understand, quite a few animated films and shows lately have been using grease pencil quite a bit, which is super cool. I mean, like, cool. We'll smooth those out. Nice. It's much better. What? But I still would like a line art modifier. So if I go here, well, right, the line art modifier doesn't work with VR at the moment. Bonkers cool. Oh, thank you. Yes, bonk. We'll go to draw. And I guess I could just draw lines here for where these intersect. That would work quite well. Oh, I like that. Oh. Uh-oh. I think I just became addicted to this. um Interesting. That feels really good. Hmm. Does it work with VR if you just lock the camera with the view? Let's see. I'm not sure. So we have the grease pencil with the line art. I'm gonna turn off the solidifies. Copy it selected. So it should just be the grease pencil now. And grease pencil from the view. So if we're looking at it from this view, it looks good. And I do like how it looks. Let's make it a little bit thicker. Sure, something like that. Watching this OMG. And okay, so we locked it there. Link the VR view. So we want to take the scene camera. Use the scene's currently active camera to define the VR-based location and rotation. Spider-Verse use grease pencil. You are entirely correct, Phantom Tales. And interestingly enough, they actually trained a neural network, an AI, off their own custom data. They weren't using anyone else's data to place the lines on Miles's face and a few other characters as well. They're a very forward-thinking company. Okay, sorry. Let's try to connect this. So if I use positional, show VR controllers, mirror VR sessions, VR perspective. This should work. Okay, let's try this again. I believe this should work. I'm gonna jump in VR really quick. Here I go. I'm going in. Oh, it's not connected. Fucking Wi-Fi. All right, quit. Reopen. I'm gonna stand up too. All right. I'm tired of sitting. Time to stand. This does not want to connect. I don't think it liked the desk. When I was looking at the desk with the Quest, it just was breaking. Interesting. Huh. Oh, come on. I need to re-download a virtual desktop. Holy shit. Found the hand holding the brain, but not the cat king. What? I'm so sorry. Did not mean to send you on a scavenger hunt. I'm pretty sure he's out there. Pretty sure he's out there. Because I made him about the same time. Well, here we go. It's still stuck to the static view, but man, it looks good when it's. Oh shit! It really looks good when it's in the right point of view. Huh. I wonder if there's anything else I can do. The Cat King. I realize out of context that makes no sense. Well, I will review. I actually have like a lot of sketchbooks. Like maybe 40 to 50 pounds of sketchbooks. And I've been meaning to go through them and record them. One of Sam's VR chat worlds. Yeah, I have a few VR chat worlds out there. I don't really promote them because they're really old, but I have Nammers and Goo like the I have a vampire comic one. So I find lots of cats drawn. Good. Good. Oh. Okay, let's Google this really quick. Blender match VR view match camera to VR view. Back VR now, so I'll try to find it. Well, yeah, let me know what you think, Sky. Oh, that makes me feel okay. I'm so much more motivated to make more VR chat worlds because I mean it's nice to have people check them out. There's no other way to put that. All right, so I want the grease pencil camera here to match the VR view. I don't know. Show VR camera. Maybe I can attach the camera object there once it's enabled. Once it's enabled. What's going on? Hello, Cornfather. Welcome. I'm just farting around in VR and doing some stuff. Let him know you should feel proud of making awesome stuff like this. Thank you, Nammers. Thank you. Me and my bestie love to explore worlds. I think it is certainly one of the best parts about VR chat. All right. I'm exploring in the new map. New imp model. Old meets new law. Awesome. That's pretty cool, actually. Different epochs of my my virtual creations. Okay, so now there should actually be a camera in the scene. And I can go to my view's all fucked up. Go down. Oh Lord. Lord. I thought I would be able to select the camera. Light art. It is working now? No, it still is not updating to my view. And that's fine. I think I can be totally fine with that. It's working well enough without it. Um, it's working well enough without it. Oh shit, we are VR blendering. We are definitely messing around with VR. I've been thinking, and that's what Nammers and Goo and Sky are checking out now. I actually have made a VR comic world. If you look up Sam Dutter, you should be able to find it. Didn't know this was a thing. it though the VR view, it's really nice. Yeah, you can do a decent amount of viewing, and there is actually a branch of Blender that is built for you to actually make things in VR, draw in VR. I haven't really given it much time, to be honest, though. um, it's still, in my opinion, needs a little bit of work, but it is good. All right, I'm going to go back to drawing a little bit. OMG, heaven does exist. Good. Also, I realized recently that a lot of how I draw is very influenced by who made Calvin and Hobbes? Bill Watterson. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, thank you for sharing, Ambrose. I appreciate that. I didn't even think to look that up. Much appreciated. Oh, but this looks good. Man, that looks really good. I'm I'm really pleased with this. Wow. Yummy. I found that my my appreciation of art usually it can like be categorized as like I find things to be tasty. Nammers will definitely save this for a VR session. Yeah, please check it out. We should be doing some we really should be doing some actual VR meetups at some point. Been lazy. I've been lazy. Oh, that's so cool though. Look at that. Oh, satisfying. Then if I can go into sculpt mode, I can go into mask, grab, oh, whoa, jeez. Grab this section. Why can't I see the mask? Oh, gotcha. There's the mask. There it is. It's like it should be working. Say something like this. Okay. And then mask extract. Yes. Solidify. Wait, not copy modifiers, but definitely copy this modifier as well. Cool. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. So satisfying. Ooh, haven't been. Oh, sorry. Yes. I'm down for it. Is it possible to do a VR comic book style narrative story? I think it's entirely possible. I do think it's going to be, well, it's going to be a somewhat of a challenge because uh, it's a relatively unexplored space. But if you have a Quest 2 or Quest 1, there's actually really cool animations you can find in the Quest home theater. They're super interesting, um, quite beautiful as well. Definitely worth checking out. Kind of an interesting. There we go. Let's delete that for now. Anyway, um, I'm really enjoying this. Holy crap. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Bam. Oh, I haven't been in VR for a little while. I should get back there. It's fun. It's fun. I don't. I'm not in there as often as I should be for how much of the work I do in this in VR. Have you used Goo Engine? I have not. I have not. I it looks cool, but so far just like the work I've been doing hasn't really pulled me towards using it. But I see the advantages. Seems like it wants to become alive. What is it you're working on? I'm trying to just experiment with making worlds that look hand drawn in VR. Um, so this is like I'm just kind of goofing around with like some tree or ruin or something. I don't really know. But the Goo engine is cool. It's very cool. I've seen a lot of good uses of it. It does seem like it's lagging my computer a decent amount though. My goodness. Well, I do like how this is looking so far. Well, thank you, Corn. Cool. I think I can make a lot out of something like this. What are we at when it comes to stats? That's not that much. So what is slowing it down right now? This ambient occlusion node? I think so. And we can turn down the sampling probably quite a bit of what we're doing. Feels faster. Okay. And then we can go back in and start sculpting. Super fun. That's like the coolest part of this. It's like, oh, Go in and make whatever changes I want. Cool as that. Hmm. Like a little bit more. No. Change there. The style looks satisfying. Organic. Thank you. I do like how this is looking so far. Thanks. Yeah, I definitely enjoy making things that look organic. My favorite aesthetic is what's that game? Dark Sector. I think it's the same studio that went on to make Warframe. Um, they just have like such a this cool blend of like oh, it's dope. So cool. Sorry, I'm just absorbed in this as well. What the fuck was it? Oh yeah, the organic metal armor. In Warframe, they have like this like organic growth. It's like super metallic and very H.R. Geiger and like alien stuff. It looks really cool. I loved that. I was like, I've never stopped thinking about that. So cool. It looks so satisfying. So hand drawn. Wow. Wow. Love that. Warframe has a lot of cool characters and armor slash clothing. Absolutely. Oh. Warframe armors look very futuristic slash organic. I like. I always thought Alien from like Aliens, the movies. It's like my favorite monster look. I would. I would. It's not a game. I knew. I wonder how well I can import these lines into xenomorphs are totally amazing. They really are. Good what? Huh? Ignore that. Just hang out with them, chilling. Okay, get serious, yeah, y'all. me out. Rude. Huh. It's like a perfect hole right here. Funny. Looks cool. Man, I'm really enjoying this. Droids. Cool. Wow. Hmm. This is using grease pencil to add texture details. Correct. So I have a grease pencil object here, and then everything else just a mesh that I'm kind of distorting and moving around. I wonder. I wonder. I could separate it into two textures, but I'm not going to do that right now. I think I need to think simpler. I could make a complicated shader right now. Do I really want to? No. No, I do not. Why is it called grease pencil anyways? That's that's funny you asked that. So grease pencil used to be, if you're looking at the view here, this annotation tool used to be called grease pencil. And so you can like kind of make notes in 3D space. And then people realize they're like, holy shit, like you can do a bunch of stuff with that if you kind of like continue to develop that idea. And eventually people started being able to make animations with it, and it became this other tool. And now the annotation tool, which is originally the grease pencil, is its own thing. And this new version of it has evolved into a whole fully featured animation system, which is super interesting. It's cool to see things evolve like that. I mean, only open source can do that, to be honest. Like, I could never see Amazon or Microsoft like making that happen. Cool. That looks really cool. All right, I can't do too much detail. Need to think of other scenes to make now. I gotta try this on characters, but would it work with animation? You can parent grease pencil objects to objects, and you can also weight paint them the same way you would weight paint meshes. So you can attach them to armatures. So if you have a rig for a 3D character, you can parent the grease pencil objects to them, the strokes and stuff like on the face. Um, but it's a little fragile. Definitely you can do it, but um, I feel like it has a few kinks to work out. I haven't used it much, but I saw there's a grease pencil Suzanne head you can add as a default object ball. Suzanne. Long live Suzanne. Remembering about live coding. When I was trying to learn coding some couple years ago. Okay, heck yeah. I'm not very familiar with live code, to be honest. But I'm assuming it's cool. All right, we're going to try something new. Just thinking about that because of the open source stuff. It is very good to see more open source projects cropping up. We're going to add a geometry nodes object to this. We'll call this instance on Hello, Fax. Welcome back. Long time no see, indeed. Welcome back. Hello, hello. We're doing some late night doodlings. We're not really sure what we're making right now, but we're having fun. It's geonodes. Okay. Line art curve modifier. Ooh. That looks really good. Huh. That's super interesting. Definitely gets the curvature right. The current grease pencil modifier is a little lackluster in that regard, but hand drawing it does seem to make up for that a little bit. um, you working on a landscape? I am. I'm kind of just been experimenting with some VR scenes. So let me hop in VR really quick. Um, looks cool. Like to do anime style art. You definitely could. There's a lot of opportunities, and actually, a lot of anime is done in Blender Grease Pencil. There was that show, that animation. Sorry, there was an anime about like this really tiny kid that was like a king. I never watched it, but it's like Tournament of Kings or something. Anyway, I think it was on Netflix. Goodness, and a lot of the action sequences were made in Blender. Yeah, you can hop in VR here. Go check it out. Cool. Interesting. This feels like the right perspective right here. Oh, that looks really cool. Huh. Very satisfying. Wow. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to put this in a VR chat world sometime. Ranking of Kings, yes, that is exactly it. Yeah, one of the main action sequences was made in Blender. All those new Netflix anime shows look like they're made out of Blender. Oh yeah, that's insane. I've never seen a Blender VR add-on. Well, it's actually built in the built-in add-ons, so it's in Blender but not enabled by default. Got the camera working? Sort of. It's not working with the grease pencil modifier. I'm only using the solidify for the main outline, and then there's a grease pencil object here for all the interior lines, the ones that don't adapt, I guess. Um, yeah, that's cool. What if we do we do like a background, right? Let's take this object. Whoa, it's so laggy. What the fuck? Um, it's only 170 triangles. It should not be this laggy. I'm gonna add a solidify or subdivision, excuse me. Why is it lagging? It's gotta be this. Yeah. How would you get this kind of thing in a VR chat world anyways? Does Unity have its own kind of grease pencil, or would it have to just be inverted normal outlines? So for the outlines on the model, like the edge outlines, sorry, I could draw on this to show. These edge outlines, those could be made with a Poyomi shader. So like you can definitely make this with a Poyomi shader, these edge outlines. They have just a standard toon outline. It's the same thing. It's called the inverted Hull technique. Hull is an Hull. Your imps would look nice sitting on top of what? The what phantom? uh, uh, so yeah, the inverted normal outlines, inverted Hull, probably the same thing there. As for the other lines here, I'm not sure how I would bring in these strokes. That's definitely an open question. I think I need to make a shader of some sort. I think I would turn them into vertex segments and try to use the pen tools that VRChat has currently, like the ones you can use to draw. I probably could figure out a way to incorporate that to recreate these lines with like an Udon Sharp script. So definitely a few different dynamics there. Hello, Mom. Sorry, 1 second, y'all. Be right back, y'all. All right, I am back. I'm so sorry for the delay, and my internet's shit right now too. But I gotta hang out with my mom. We were chatting and talking, and I was showing her the map. Uh, she didn't want to be on camera, but she wanted to check it out. But hello, thank you, thank you, Namers. All right, what are our stats right now? Hmm. It's only 4,000. That's really light. The king returns with secret entrances to lair. Just came up from the ground. Okay, we were working on the background because I wanted it to be one of these materials. Let's say, sure. Then bam. Do like a blue sky. Ooh, oh, getting Ghibli vibes right now. Actually, I'm going to delete that and make a cube and subdivide that cube. I'm purple. I'm just a little purple. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so now we're in a sky world. Cool. I can make a sphere. And we'll make this white. Then the second color off blue. I like the oh, this is Skywall. It's blue, right? Blue, right? Yeah. I think it's blue. Very Mobius right now. Satisfying. Look, look, y'all. My whiskey glass says Dungeon Master. I feel like I should see a change in the color here. Why isn't this getting? We should be getting some shadow. Are you a master? Just a master baker. This should have two tones. Why is it so difficult to find? Nammers, it's just blank. Oh no, wait. Little sweat drop. Now start baking. Exactly. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter, y'all. Hmm. I feel like this should be picking up two colors right now. Why is it not? Is this not a sunlight? It is a sunlight. And this is the material preview right here. And this is the shaded view. Is there another light? It's point light. Excuse me. Why is this not affecting anything? If I had a light right here, point light, we can see that shadow. Look at that. Okay, so we got a shadow there. Looks pretty cool. Yes, we do want 3 colors. That looks nice. What if we did an ease? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I don't like that as much. Actually, we had like something right between those values, but that's okay. Can those be baked? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. So if you have a UV map, as long as everything's UV mapped, and you switch to a cycles workflow, well, seems a little dim right here for some reason. I don't know why it's so dark right here. Huh? May perhaps not. Perhaps not, because I think in order to bake it in cycles, you would have to feed it through a principled shader. It is doable. It's doable, but it not quite as simple as I initially thought. Yes, with nuance. Yes, but with nuance. Gotcha. Yes, but spicy. Spicy. Hot zone. Hot zone. Cool. Got a little bit more variation. That's very satisfying to look at. I really like that. Okay. Let's look at it in VR one more time. Boom, boom, boom. But first, it would be amazing doing like anime style characters albedo with like shadow colors. Something like what's that Ruby aesthetic? Oh, the Steam Link takes too long. Takes too long. And then it doesn't actually fucking load it too. Time saving stuffs, I guess. It is amazing how much aesthetic, like the aesthetics that have dominated our childhood and animation and stuff for the last uh 50 years are all about simplicity. Dude, this looks really cool. Kind of glitching now. Oof. They definitely continue to develop this. It looks really nice. Huh, very cool. Very, very cool. Ugh. Hate putting on my old glasses. Were you guys able to see that when I was just in there? It should have mirrored it. Oh, I see. Albedo has the shadow colors. I see what you mean. When the shadows are baked into, or painted or baked into the lowest level texture. Yes, I know exactly what you mean. It does help quite a bit. And there are like if you look closely at people, like there are definitely parts of people's bodies and faces that change color, like the my arms are a lot paler than my face, etc. I see YouTubers draw by hand all this, but using this method would be easy. It's certainly very scalable, unlike a lot of other methods. All right, vote on what environment I should draw. If you all want to, what should I draw right now? I'm gonna do a little quick test. We'll do one little test of drawing with this method, and then we'll call it for the evening. Oh, the Goo engine. So there's a YouTuber, Dylan Goo. He does have his own. He's created a custom branch of Blender built for 2D animation, anime style animation in Blender. So if anyone's super interested in that, definitely check it out. Someone talked about a swamp. All right, swamp. Swamp it is. Or we'll make a new file. And start with the plane. Swamp, swamp. Swamp. Is this an add-on? Right now, not yet, but I do have an add-on I'll be using for some of this, which is the Quick Shape add-on. Very interesting add-on. You can kind of draw shapes, which is super cool. Pretty useful add-on. it's helps with some things. Helps with some things. Goo Engine and add-on. It is a GitHub repository. You'll probably have to look up Goo Engine. Um, all right, we'll do something like that. This will be tree 1. And we'll shade smooth. Black. Shading. I really should make a collection of these materials I use so often. I don't know why I redo it every time. Well. Diffuse BSDF plugged into a color ramp. So it gives us shading information that we can add to here. I'll set it to a constant. Then we'll add a light to this. And this should work. Why is it not working? Definitely shouldn't be pink. Oh right, it's because I need to do shader to RGB. There. When finishing my class, was thinking of spending a couple weeks into GeoNodes and creating a library for them. Oh, by the way, 2 more days to sign up for VCAT. I get the feeling I won't quite make it to VCAT just yet, but I look forward to it once I can. There we go. Next one, Sam. There we go. All right. Now we've got a tree of some sort. And we're just gonna kind of make a little forest of these little guys. Little swampy. Yeah, there's no rush. Got to focus on what you can do at the moment. But the swamp is already looking quite cool. Thank you. Thank you. It's cool as fuck. Let's make it kind of a greenish, swampy color. I grew up playing in there. You a swamp child? All right, there's a lot of them. They're all kind of rotated at odd angles. Kind of combine them into bigger trees. We move them right. Makes me think of playing Valheim again. Playing with snakes and frogs and other stuff's lol. Make a cube. And we'll do copy to selected and also selected. I'm gonna make a little swamp house. Actually, I can probably make little planks. Has anyone started watching the Three Body Problem show? Heard really good things about it. A resounding yes. I saw the razor wire scene and that kind of fucked me up. That was wild. I was like, damn. I read the book. I don't really remember the book being as interesting as the show, to be quite honest. I was like, wow, well, this show is definitely more interesting to me. It's bonkers. I haven't heard of it. Okay, it's very interesting. It's a sci-fi show on Netflix right now. If you want to get like a taste of what it's about, look up the razor wire um three body problem scene, and you will be disgusted and perhaps intrigued as well. It is very violent and gruesome, and yeah, it does have a lot of VR stuff in it as well. I'm not going to spoil it. I read literally all of the spoilers, so I know everything that happens in the whole series, and it's fucking wild. Like it's actually just bananas. Full dive. That I mean, yeah, the goal. It's not much of a spoiler. It's in the trailer. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm kind of referring to spoilers for the stuff after this these seasons. Um anyway, fun stuff. It looks really cool. Glad people are watching it. Good to see people consuming sci-fi. Very important in my mind. All right, this looks kind of cool. A little bit of a swamp vibe, and got a bunch of little assets we can kind of move around and mess around with. Favorite genre. Cool. Yeah, we made that swamp really quick. Holy moly, this show is something. Did you look up the scene? Yeah, it's wild. Uh, there we go. Sam was busy typing an abracadabra. Here is a swamp. Surprise! Swamp. Yeah, I want to just be able to. The wizard is coming. Evil. What? Oh my god, sorry. Swamp. Bada boom. Okay, so this should be the house we have selected. I'm going to create a new collection. Call it House. Now that's a swamp. All right, now we have the house in here, which allows me to select objects, and voila. We now selected. I can make a new material here, which allows me to make a wooden texture. But I do need to make this darker. This should have an outline. There we go. Swampalicious, I would gladly be invited inside by a witch. Witch! Witch! I'll go to the store and come back to New World. I'm interested to see how closely I can match VR chat to what I'm doing here. Cool. Swampy. I will go to the store and come back to a New World. BRB. Sounds good. I'm gonna go get some water and perhaps a little more whiskey. I'll be right back. One moment. All right, we return. You know, I do like this swamp scene. If I was in a production though, I would definitely have done a drawing first, like just to establish the general thought. To just go directly into Blender modeling is nice. I just kind of wonder. I want to make really cinematic shots. I think that's kind of the main thought behind this. All right, let's look at it in VR. Oh, here we go. Time to go in VR. Oh, here we go. Time for VR. Is anyone watching me in VR right now? Ski. Ooh. And I have to start it manually. That would be very meta. Haha. I mean, Skyfire, if you're out there, hello, Skyfire, did actually make a VR chat world, and they hosted my stream in their world. And it was like a little room or a studio almost. Well, this is cool. Very, it's a little laggy right now, but I'm actually pretty into this. It is laggy as fuck though. If we made the shadows crisper and less detailed, I think we would save a lot of computing power. Let's see. If I go in here, let's turn off ambient occlusion. Oh, definitely screen space and bloom. Okay, that should be a lot faster now. Yeah, okay, my god. Different world entirely. Cool. Interesting. What? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Being in the vines is interesting. It's me. Huh, I like this. Just exploring this little structure. That's cool. All right. I like that. Huh, that made me feel good. That gave me some dopamine. Give me that dopamine. Okay. Cool stuff. Gonna be heading off to bed. Swamp is looking dope though. Thank you, Cornfather. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I'll probably see you Monday next. But thank you for hanging out this week. Get some good rest. Bye. Interesting how much that makes a difference. These intersections with the other objects. It definitely feels very much like a drawing when you're in there. Hmm. I can hear so many coyotes outside right now. You would not believe there are. It's literally like they must be hunting something right now because I can hear them yelling. the other day, this is kind of fucked up, but I saw a this is like a 2 months ago actually. Um, there was a bunny head that I found, and all that was attached to the bunny's head was its spine, just like from the base of its neck all the way to the tip of its tail, and it had been picked clean. There was no legs, bones. There was no legs, just like the head, untouched, and the like white bone spine. It would, yeah, and very interesting. Anyway, there's a lot of coyotes here. I'm assuming you guys don't have anything like that at all in Europe. You ever read Robinson Crusoe? It's an old like survival story. Um, what was that? Castaway with Tom Hanks was like a modern interpretation of this story, Robinson Crusoe. Um, Most dangerous thing you're gonna see, probably low. We have hedgehogs. Charming. Have I ever seen a hedgehog in person? I don't think I ever have seen a hedgehog in person. Huh. You like more pet stores. It branches pretty easily by going with the sculpt tool and then just remeshing. Brian Russell, hello, welcome. I'm just kind of doodling right now. Um, I've been thinking a lot about how to make like immersive, interesting VR experiences. Um, and I've been kind of enjoying making things that are kind of like a drawing, more like a drawing than I don't know. I think that's kind of the balance I want to strike. A little. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Satisfying. Fuck, I love 3D. Holy moly. Like that's it'd be so hard. These changes would be so hard if you had already drawn something. It's cool though. Huh. I think my question for myself now is how would I make characters very easily? I think I'd have to focus on a style that there's a lot of power in being able to simplify things. If you can tell your story or some sort of narrative or something in like a what is your simplified units? Taking first sip of alcohol this year. You are or I am? So I'm definitely having some whiskey. So cheers, Sam, and everyone. Oh well, same to you. Cheers. Here, I've got my little whiskey in my Dungeon Master glass. Proud of that one. I've always loved how that game Everybody's Gone to the Rapture did their character storytelling. Smirnoff Ice and Glass of Wine was so simple but so pretty and powerful. I don't think I ever played that. Everybody's Rapture. I think I've heard of this game. Yeah, okay. It was a while ago. Is this the same studio that made Edith Finch? Oh, Jessica Curry. I love her music. She did she did the music, the soundtrack for what was it called? Oh, it was Island. What was that game? The Island one? Dear Esther. That's what it is. I made a VR chat world with moving platforms, hidden doors, crazy avatars, a roller coaster, cars to drive, a spaceship to fly, and I went a little crazy, lol. um, I wanted to play that one, but haven't yet. It's a very, I think it's like the very first is like that genre of walking simulators. It's very good, and it does what it wants to do very well. But it is in that category of like linear exploration. Um, but the music's really good. It's really fucking good. It's a little weird. I do really like it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop it there. Much more to listen to. The whole game is like it's basically like a set to this soundtrack. Set to the soundtrack, and it's super good. Um, very dark, but good. I'm gonna show one more thing from there. The cavern environments are so gorgeous. Um, so like they have these big. Sounds really good. It's a deer Esther. Esther. But it's a little bit of an older game. It's an older game, but they use the source engine and they use it really well. And like this one, the cavern environments, it just feels really cool. Um, anyway, fun experience. It is dark though. Trigger warnings apply. um, anyway, fun game. The soundtrack's really good too, and it's like creepy, but not a jump scare game. It's not like a scary game. It's just unsettling and dark, uh, enjoyable. Whoa, lots of things emerge from darkness. Yeah. Um, the CEO of Nvidia. I'm definitely someone that um believes in that there is a lot to gain from difficulty, from challenging situations. What is the program you are using? I am in Blender. I'm in Blender right now. And just kind of goofing around with this. Oh, and congrats on your first stream. You should double check how many hours I've been streaming Voltage for this one stream. My only stream. I think I'm going to hit like 20,000 hours soon. The grind is real. Yeah. I'm a workaholic, that's for sure. That looks cool though. Man, that looks really goddamn cool. It's nice because I can set up a bunch of different variations and then um, make these variations really quickly. How many vertexes is this right now? We go to stats. I'm at 60,000, but I'm pretty sure I could drop a decimate before the solidify. Then we could get it down to like 3K. That doesn't look too different. And we could easily get the vertex count much, much lower. Um, Yikes. I've always been shy to Blender, but I love it. Can do. It just doesn't seem to speak my language. 60,000, what's your rig like? Um, this is actually a pretty minimal amount of triangles, I would say. I have a 2060 graphics card, 32 gigs of RAM, and a 8-core CPU. That being said, I'm not super up to date. I don't really know how good my computer is. Just kind of hope that it's what I need. Hardware is not my specialty. That's really good, Sam. Thank you, Brian. Way better than mine, Law. um, I keep looking at these AI models and I'm like, oh, I want to run that. And like, it really seems to me like, okay, I should upgrade. But I want to upgrade my RAM first. I think that'd probably be the most cost-effective solution at the moment. And then we'll kind of hope to do a little bit more as time goes on. That looks so cool though, right here. Look at that. That's a good shot right there. That's a good shot right there. And we're going to do view, camera, align, active camera to view. Look at that. What is this model for? I am just kind of goofing around right now. There's no specific use at the moment. My goal eventually is to make some like virtual reality comics. And so I'm trying to find like a good style that allows me to work really quickly. Something that looks like a drawing, but it's not a drawing. So, mostly exploring process at the moment. Depending on your motherboard, you may be able to upgrade your setup. If not, then upgrading the motherboard is the only option. I've had this computer for 4 years now. My guess is it's due for an update. Well, that's fun. Would you call this cell shaded? That's definitely the kind of the look of I'm going for. I love 90s animation. That's like the anime I was watching when I grew up. And holy shit. I really love Cowboy Bebop, Naruto, hand-drawn animation. But I also don't like drawing hand-drawn animation because it's fucking tedious as shit, so Um, I'm happy to find a way to do something similar in 3D. Depending on your motherboard. Oh, I see. I have about 5 computers in my room, and I build them like a dork. If you ever need to know about computers, don't hesitate to ask me. I appreciate that, Brian. Um, there will come a time for sure, because yeah, honestly, computers hardware stuff does stress me out because it's always more expensive and difficult than I'd like it to be. I strive to make stuff that looks like Guilty Gear Strive. Ooh, okay. Um, so Guilty Gear is actually what kind of made me want to make my edges so straight on my UV maps because that's how they do the extremely crisp cell shaded lines. So they have cell shading for the like the inverted hull, the like outline. But then for the lines that they have on like the muscles and stuff like that, um, they use a second UV map with a black and white map where it has a just a very vertical bar of black and a vertical bar of white, and they use a very square map in order to create, and they can just kind of rotate it or offset it with this, um, and they use a custom shader driving the second UV map. But um, yeah, there was a whole blog I saw on that a while back. It's really cool. They're very smart. The studio that did that, kudos. You guys kick ass. Holy shit. Just really, really smart decisions. Well, this looks pretty good. I wonder if I could use. Okay. Here, let me look that up really quick. Guilty Gear. Line art tech.
Welcome back. I'm going now to start. I downloaded a RIP model of Ramathal from Guilty Gear Strive material. Plug the results into the A is off of it, but not in the shadows.
Not what I want. Not what I want. Need some demons from Berserk looming around the trees. I think I'm gonna try to. So, if you're familiar with VR Chat Voltage, um, I made a little comic world a while back that I'm so happy Nammers and Goo were able to check out. I don't know if you can see them in chat, but I really do want to make like an action comic. I think there's a lot of potential with something like that. I really want to do like when I read manga growing up with that like really strong like forced perspective where it's like ooh like a punch and like I'd love to see what the analogous technique like that would be for VR. Like, can we get what's the VR version of a fisheye lens? Something like that. I would be very intrigued to know what that would feel like. Um, interactive VR comic. Ooh, Ooh, I like that. Um, I think VR chat will be the perfect kind of test bed for these kinds of techniques. Tests. 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 Oh, come on. Let me pop my neck. Come on. Ooh, ooh. I can feel like a little pop ready to happen. All right. Totally go for it. You would be breaking new ground, my dude. Thank you, Voltage. I think about it more than I care to admit. Add in some udon sharp, and I think your world could be a start to something awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, actually, that is a good question. How can we translate this look into VR chat? How well can we make that line up? I'm pretty intrigued by the thought. Um, let's open Creator Companion. We're gonna hop really quickly into VR chat, export this file into it, and see if we can make a similar look. Boom, boom. Also, we broke 900 followers, subscribers on YouTube. That's super cool. We're very close to 1,000 on YouTube, which is super cool. I feel like that's like a milestone of some sort for sure. Ever thought about exporting these models for 3D printing for tabletop RPG games? I actually have a 3D printer right here, and it's pretty sizable. I've been struggling to successfully print anything on it, but hopefully I will get it up and running soon. Congrats, YouTube. Thank you, Namers. Thank you, Sky. I'm almost at 1,000 too, Sam. Woot woot. Congrats. Oh, that's awesome. Let's go, Brian. Co YouTubers. Knuckles. um, yeah. So I have a whole 3D printer over there. I'm really looking forward to kind of seeing what I can make. I have been nonstop this last week talking about the singularity, and I think 3D printers are going to be a big part of that. So I really have to invest the time. Oh, wait, I am past 1,000. Let's go. Let's go, Brian. Nice. I'll probably be there in a month. I swear I didn't even know that. So let's go ahead and make a scene. Well, let's create a folder. We'll call this comic testing. And in here, we'll create a scene and comic testing 01. Pop in there, and then we'll make a folder FBX, and this is what we want to export our file to. So copy. Copy this right there. Got my first Twitch follower today. Let's go, Sky. That's awesome. That's really cool. You make nice models, might as well have them in the real world too. I don't disagree at all. I would really love. I fantasize about having like those anime waifu shelves, anime waifu tower but just of avatars that I've made, because I've made over 120 avatars in the last 3 years. I'd love to have a physical version of each one. A lot of time though. It is a very large upfront investment to make 3D prints. But is it worth it? I think so. Most likely. Okay. I would love some sort of way to interpret the shader from a Blender shader to a Unity shader. How to do that? For now, let's just export and see what it looks like. I don't even stream. I did. Okay, so the reason, so I actually have surpassed 1,000 followers on Twitch, which is pretty cool. But to be frank, most of those did come from like some bot spam raid. And I think I would just be hitting 1,000 right now on Twitch. Otherwise, but I kind of surpassed it quickly thanks to some bots. I tried figuring this out with Android, and I don't think Android supports shaders other than VR chat. Correct. For the Quest avatars and the Android avatars, VR chat only lets you use us. There's like five shaders you can use. I always use the Toon Unlit. I think that looks the best, personally. Personally, all right, let's drag the swamp into here. Now we've got our swamp in Unity. Unity swamp. Unity swamp. That actually looks really good. Look, oh, it almost looks better than Blender. Somehow. I don't know why. Okay. If we look at comic testing, swamp, use embedded textures. Heard of Toonlit, but never heard of Toon Unlit. I think the distinction there is that Toon Unlit is like just there's no shading. Like Kingdom Hearts is a very good example of Toon Unlit. My son is autistic, but still doesn't know how to read at age 10. I've been thinking about making a VR chat world to help him in VR with flashcards and maybe an interactive ABC spin wheel. Very cool. That's exciting to hear. There are actually really big communities for sign language in VR chat. I don't quite know that could be a potential avenue of also growing communication. I think someone should make VR reading a thing for kids. I don't disagree. Because only in VR can you know if someone actually comprehended what you said, or what the language is. Did someone actually read what you're saying? Only VR gives you that insight. There's pitfalls to that too, but there are a lot of sign language communities in VR chat. Potentially that could be another way of I know that's effective with some some developmental disabilities, but I certainly wish you well. I do think VR will be fantastic for education, definitely within the long run, and it would be worth exploring now, especially with AI agents. Yeah, I think within the next 5 to 10 years, um, the ability for people to like leverage intelligent systems, um, really cannot be understated. Interesting. Okay, we do get the inverted hall right away. Hmm. I'm excited for the future for sure. I want to be part of it so bad, lol. Hey, you're here. You're here. Um, I'm thinking very avidly, fervently, directly about how we as individuals can leverage autonomy to really benefit our lives, because I think we're heading towards something like a singularity. I'm not going to say that the singularity itself is like an inevitability, but I think autonomy is certainly something we're seeing a lot of. Um, so am actively designing. It's really silly right now, but um, I'm making the idea of like a modular robot. Hello, Skyfire. Welcome. I was just mentioning you earlier about your Twitch stream setup. Excuse me. But a little modular robot with wheels and like a platform where you can attach tools. Anyway, um, kind of a vague concept. Um, but what's more important to me is like I really do think that with how fast things are evolving with technology, we should really be talking more directly about um, how we're going to prepare for things changing. um, and with AI, we can really make some concrete advances in how good things are. Anyway, look at that. Look at those sharp lines. Wow. Good evening, Sam. As the dude, hello. Boop. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Good Friday. Are you going to become a cyborg like Elon Musk, Sam? I think about that a lot. I definitely am looking forward to the potential for augmenting intelligence, my own or artificially. Yes. Yet, if I have the opportunity, I will. For sure. What did I export it as earlier? But yeah, I could go further into how I see the future playing out, but certainly Sorry. Oh, hello. Sorry, my brother just got home. One second. I have returned with chips and soup. Chips and soup. Thank you, Nambers. Me getting the Quest 7 installed in my brain. Good drinking food, lol. Don't call me out like that. Namor is the first person to get the chip is all over the internet right now. He controls stuff with his mind and he can't move below his neck, but they hopefully plan to Bluetooth his spine back to his brain again. I can't imagine how tantalizing that is to be paralyzed, knowing that you could be about to be unparalyzed and just waiting for. Can you put the second one in, please? Pretty please. I would like to walk again. Hmm. But I do really wonder about, that's really just the beginning of that technology. Like, I mean, it really should be like the moment that Neuralink video came out, the announcement, genuinely, are we on the advent of just permanently curing paralysis? Like, that should be fucking. That should be making headlines. But right now it's like, oh, Elon doing drugs. Like, yeah, anyway, Elon has a lot of problems. I'm not defending Elon. But I just feel like with Neuralink in particular, we're making advances that really should be being discussed at a high level. Said I can't believe it. He's super excited, and you guys should watch it because it's motivating. Lol. Hmm. Tasty. Sorry, I'm basically just eating at this point. My apologies. News too focused on Donald Trump. Lol. I can't wait to be done with this election season. Please, no more. There we go. Okay. So apparently the Substance Painter V2 gives us the order of materials that we actually want. Cool. But it doesn't import the colors. Give me the colors. Hmm. Mm. It's so tasty. I'm really happy because I made this soup myself. The news channels keep focusing on Biden in office and crapping on Donald Trump. It's important that paralyzed people that want to walk again, Sam. I guess it's more important than paralyzed people that want to walk again. Sad, sad world. My impression is just that people don't understand that things are actually changing. And it's going to take a while to really stack the evidence to prove to the common person that things are actually changing. But, like, maybe if we get through the next 5 to 10 years and we cure paralysis and no one cares, then I'll be concerned. Then I will be concerned. But right now, I don't think enough people actually know that these things are happening and that we're just basically on the precipice of curing a disease that has literally plagued our species forever. And we're basically just about to like put that to rest. Imagine what kind of surgeries this is going to enable. But don't don't give in to cynicism. I think it's very important that you maintain an understanding that we're flawed, but have a lot of good things going for us as a species. All right. What am I doing right now? Let's play a game. 10:17. I'm just sitting here eating and drinking whiskey. You guys like me to see a play a game of some sort, or what should I do? I fucking love chips. Holy shit. More blender. Still working on a post. Maybe we'll call it here. It is already 10:18. I could go ahead and sit down and do more, but I get the feeling I'm going to get pretty tired. I got to play with what I wanted to. I look forward to doing more VR drawings like I was doing. That's going to be a really interesting space to explore. If I could start making really good, like, imagine like a manga in VR, like that excitement and intensity that like a manga creates. I'd love to be able to recreate that in VR. Being an all day dude, take a rest. I definitely should. I appreciate you saying that, Brian. I definitely can keep working, but rest is important. But thank you all. Look forward to seeing more of this for sure. Thank you, Nammers, and thank you for checking out my world. Maybe we'll do a version 2 of the comic soon, the vampire comic. Anyway, I hope you all have an amazing weekend, and I will see you all Monday for more Like one of those light show worlds, but with comic style. That would be so awesome. I agree. I enthusiastically agree. See you next week. Absolutely. See you then, Nammers. See you then, Sky. See you then, Brian, Ez, everyone else that's lurking. Much love to all of you. I'll see you all Monday. Bye, everyone. Bye.